Says it's live. What do you know? We'll see just how long it takes. What do you know? Oh, look at that. Now you get to hear me watching myself. Yeehaw. You know, it's a Monday night. Apparently, it's the partiest night of the week. Little did I know that YouTube on a Monday night. Well, we don't have anybody here yet, so I'll just set this aside for when we have a couple of people. Yep. Straight up chilling, guys. Straight up chilling. So we're gonna see if we can grab a couple of people. I know that for the most part, most people are going to be elsewhere tonight because a very tall man is supposedly streaming. So we shall see. We shall see. So I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna talk about some stuff. We're just gonna straight up chill. It's a little harsh, which is fine with me. It's harsh because it's room temperature. It makes it stronger. Come on, it's a little bit funny. So let's see what I can do here. Seeing as how YouTube doesn't send out any notifications, I have to do that manually. Yeah, but I've got some things to show you tonight. I do have some things to show you, which is what I'm about to do. But there are folks live streaming right now, so I can understand why you wouldn't be here. Totally get it. Totally get it. All right. I probably posted that on the wrong spot. I think I did. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even know. There's so many of these channels, Discord channels and stuff. What's a guy to do? What is a guy to do? I don't even know. Clueless. Don't even have clues. Don't have any clues. No clues. No blues. No clues and no blues. Do we have anybody here yet? Let's go back. I was just posting on a couple of the channels. Looks like we might have somebody here. It's Larry Kring. I just added an R to your name. It's because the R in your first name threw me off. The shame. Hilarious live stream of the town hall. Yeah, I don't know much about the town hall. I really don't. This needs to be playing. And yeah, I accidentally said that. I know. It's wild. It's wild and crazy. Oh my. All right, so we'll see. I tried to put it on Discord. We'll see what happens. All right, well. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I heard there was 19, which is really sad. I mean, they're missing one. I don't know who they're missing, but they're missing one. There's supposed to be 20 people running for the Democratic Party because it's 2020. Isn't that how that works? I don't know. All right, you ready to see this? It's pretty cool. Except it's not cool at all, and it was a complete failure. You make up your own mind. So this was the advertisement. This is the magazine, Greater Pensacola Parents. So this company was my company. This was the advertisement we got on the back cover for the August 2017 edition. We got on the back cover with this company, and this was my company. This is what we did. And you see the kid with the blaster. You see it here, you see it there, and it's laser tag, non-gun, and that was the ad. And that's not my phone number, by the way. So don't bother my brother-in-law. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. don't do it. But yeah, Hero Parties Pensacola.com was the website, and mobile laser tag, man. That was the ad. I designed that logo. I did that. And of course, the lettering is nothing special, but I did that too. And they helped do this stuff and the background and all that, but I designed this and I designed that. That's my level of creativity. And the kids loved it. Yeah, I mean, they had this vest that they wore. That was one thing. And then the mask, which is not really important. Some kids wore it, some didn't. The vest has a cape, which is pretty cool. And the equipment has been repoed. It's all gone. But that was it. That was the company. That was what we did. We did mobile laser tag parties. We had the equipment. We'd set it up at people's homes or at like a church or at like a park. The different ones that we did. And every time it happened, they were like, we're doing this every year. This is amazing. We love this. We're telling everybody we know. One lady that owns a business in Pensacola was like, you're gonna stay in business because of me. It's like, that's a very confident and arrogant thing to say, but thank you for your kindness. And I hope so. People talk too much sometimes. But I talk way more. I think that's my... I wish I could lean back easier. Yeah. Nope. I thought that might... That's a difficult procedure there. Dude, I tell you what. So... my brother-in-law, before we really got started with things and took the leap, we went ahead and went to go play laser tag at some cheap little park. That's AC. And we just want to see what it was like. So we paid the money, did it, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. I think it was a 15-minute session. It was like $15 for 15 minutes or something, or $10 for 15. I don't know. It was something like that. It was just like, okay, we'll do it because it's research. It's research, and we did it, and we were like, okay, I get it, but wow, so limiting. And the mobile laser tag thing, that was the beginning. That was supposed to be the beginning of a much bigger idea, with tactical equipment. Military M16s, actual vests, a belt that actually shocks you, makes you feel pain, used by the military, used by the police forces. iCombat is the company. And we were totally planning on upgrading as we grew the business. And it was a failure. It is Landshark. It was on sale. Buy one, get one free. Buy one, get one free. You got some beef on it or against it? You got something I need to know? I mean, I've had a Corona before, which is probably the most mainstream beer I've ever had. because I've never drinking Budweiser. I've never drinking Michelob. I've never drinking Miller. I've never drank, whatever, you know. Never drinking. I think they're both appropriate words. They're both past tense. And there's like some subtle English rule. But anyway, almost every single one of those. Bush. I think I've covered all the basics. So the most generic beer that I've had is Yunling. I think that's the most generic, Yunling. And then the other one would be Leinenkugel would be the other most mainstream. What else? So then I've done the whole Guinness and cider, Black Velvet or Snakebite, depending on what bartender you talk to and stuff like that. But I don't go to bars. I've been to like 2 or 3 bars in my adult life. Probably went to more bars as a kid. Yeah, Larry, it's meaningless. To say it's this thing, I don't need it. And I only drink the things because it's one of those things I recognize I do not need. It's not necessarily doing anything constructive for me. It's not even for much of a purpose. It's an alternative to soda for me, and I don't drink soda. So I'm like, it's probably healthier to have one beer than to have one Coca-Cola. And that's the way that I look at it. But not everybody has that same frame of mind or whatever. So it's like video games. You feel like, oh yeah, but it's not a big deal, and I'll just play a little bit, and then you realize, I don't need it. And I've gone years without touching any alcohol at all because it's not a need. It's more of an interest. Let me try this new one. I haven't stuck with the same thing at all. So there's not like, I'm just going to buy the same thing every time. Like some people buy me a 12-pack of Bud, 12-pack of Bud, 12-pack of Miller time. 12-pack of the same. I don't have a favorite because I just want to try different things, and it's not about the alcohol. So, anyway, yeah, reserve name, I know, and I knew that he would be streaming tonight, and I came here anyway. My children are making noise, so I'm going to have to attend to that briefly. But I do have some fun stuff tonight, so maybe you can leave me open in a different window, or if you're on a cell phone like I usually am, then, just watch the follow-up. Because I'm not going to go long tonight, but I do have some stuff I'd like to share that is going to be fun and interesting. I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, well, that was boring. Hello, Matthew Blackman. Oh, we're fuzzy. We're clear. Look at that. See, it's like, ta-da, I'm here. I know that was boring there for a minute. Y'all might be wondering, what this is on my oh, and has a big, yeah, he's like 6'9", 19 or something. My son put this on my shirt. It was his favorite sticker flower. Why is that so fuzzy? Why can't you focus? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. It's focused so much on my hand. If I wiggle it, is that how it makes it focus? Does it have face? It's like face recognition, so it knows to focus on my face. Look at that. My finger is so jacked up right now. Oh well. I just wanted to share that sticker that was on my shirt. I'm gonna stick it right there, right next to my computer. Well, guys, it looks like it's just you two. Looks like it's just you two, which is perfectly fine. I have some stuff to share. All right, so I said this in another stream. I don't know if you guys remember, but I said my wife, she makes necklaces, not male necklaces. Okay, so you see that? Okay, this one is called warm cider. It would probably actually go pretty good on a black surface, or I guess, I don't know the lighting. I don't have light coming from that direction, which would probably be beneficial, but let's see if I turn this light up. Nope, it's already turned all the way up. All right, so that one's called warm cider. She hand writes these tags, and she does not have an Etsy store. Nope. This one is called Galaxy. I actually really like this one. Pretty cool. It's all obviously made by hand, and really pretty stuff. See if I can get in there a little closer. It's pretty blurry. Pretty blurry. There you go. That's pretty clear. She named that one Galaxy. She hand draws her own little logo. It's pretty cool. I'm going to see how many of these I don't have to get up for. This one is called 7 Days a Week. What do you think of that? Yeah, 7 days a week. And there's what? 7 crosses. So Jesus every day. Yeah. Some people are very anti-crucifix. And I just say, read your Bible. The crucifix is not a thing to worship at all. The crucifix is a symbol. So this one here, you see the neck actually has a little dangly shell. It's the other side there. So it has a dangly, nice little shell. This one's pretty serious. The tag's blocking a little bit. I'll show you the other side there. And black background. Almost on the verge of Cleopatra level grandness. Let's see. She calls this one Tribe of Judah. I wonder if there's 12. If there is. Something like that. Something like that, for sure. Yep. But anyway. A couple of them are a little twistified. Very delicate and dainty and beautiful. So that's another one. Tribe of Judah. And then what you can do is you can actually just leave a comment. And if you're interested, you can let me know. Let's see here. I'll stay standing up. Finish up. This one is really long. You see how long it is. So this one would be, I'll just go ahead and put it on, even though I'm not a lady. But you see that it's like, it goes down to your belt level. So not a lady, maybe a larger lady, or just one that really enjoys long, dangly beauty. There's tiny little shells, actual like shells that we found, and other little fun things. There's that. Okay. And it's a little uneven, as you can tell. Oh, and the other fun thing about this one is the clasp in the back is fancy. So it'd be on your neck, all fancy like. There's that. Let's see. Oh, that one was called, let's see, that one was called Great Lengths. She's a punny lady. So that last one was called Great Lengths. And this one is called Seascape. Very nice, very much on the symmetrical side. This one too has the most, I think a lot of them have that same fun clasp that's hidden by the tag. This one's called Seascape, and it's got shells that we found and other beauties, little beautiful trinkets. And then little moss. This will be the last one. This one's called Fishy. It's called Fishy. A little smaller, dainty neck, a little closer, like almost on the verge of choker style. Fishy. You need a little closer view. Get in there. All right, so I figured I would share that with you guys. And for the 7 days one, let's see if she has something written on here. She does not. She was thinking in the neighborhood of 25 for the small ones, and for the more elegant ones and bigger ones and stuff, like 35. So what are they made of? It's there's probably a special name because it's not just string, but it's kind of like string. I guess it is just string. So this is that warm cider one again. And it's like, I don't know if it's, I don't know what it's called, the pattern that she uses. But it's like stitching or crochet. I don't know. It's like a chain. So I don't know. It's way outside of my jurisdiction of knowledge. It just is. Honestly, my favorite one is this one here, the Galaxy. I just like the colors and a little bit of the sparkly. I really like her names. I actually had no idea that she had named them. But yeah, the 7 days a week one. It's like this blue string, and it's a thicker. She's woven together more, and I don't know what it's called. I don't know the technical names. She'd probably be better to do all this, but you get to see a full describe this stuff. It's actually one more across, even on the neck. So So technically there's 8 of them, but yep. So it's fun. And I wanted to share that with you guys because it is. Mother's Day is coming up. Didn't even think of that, but yeah. So, and she can make more if more than one person is interested in. Can she make one for my wife called Braless Orange? And it needed to be orange though. I would say yes. Probably. I should do a whole stream. I should do a whole educational series about how much men don't like bras. Men hate bras. Married men with their wives specifically. But not in public, just, at home. Bras. Meaningless. Hey, JM Zach, welcome. Hello and welcome. So my thing says 0. I have to go over here and click on my thing again because it says 0. I'll click again, and we've got 4 supposedly. So yeah, watch the video again and find out which one of those, if you like it, and if there's something in particular you're interested in, a certain color scheme or something like that. It takes her, I would say, between 4 and 12 hours. So technically she's very much undervaluing. I mean, I told her that she should sell them for 65 and 85, but first of all, not everybody's willing to pay that. And second of all, only a very specific type of person is willing to pay that in a very specific place. A yuppie, highfalutin store or gift shop at a Crown, what's it called? Crown Plaza gift store or something like that. They could put an $85 tag, and she's like, honey, I really want this. And he's like, okay. And that's how that happens. But anyway, technically she's undervaluing her time. But if they go, especially if they're going to friends, then the main thing is recouping material costs and a little bit of the time. And my general principle when you're making something and selling it is you want to make at least twice what you spent. At least. The more general princess business principle. Wow. I mixed principle and business to princess. That's amazing. The more general business principle. Business principle. I was just wondering if there's a tongue twister and how that happened. Is 2.5. And I've heard higher numbers, but 2.5 is very commonly accepted. But yes, hello, JM. That's what we have is 4 people here, supposedly. Let's see what else. Do not bridle the ox while it works in the field is one of the business principles of why we should not stifle the body of Christ and friends, friends and those that are in the same church or whatever. Hey man, you're a lawyer, so you'll do your lawyer stuff for me for free, right? Because we go to the same church. So the biblical verse that actually relates to that is, do not bridle the ox while it works in the field, as a metaphor, Old Testament reference metaphor that was used in the New Testament first of all, to qualify the importance of God's laws, even to the extent of an animal, and how it has spiritual significance forever. Even though it's an old animal-based thing, the significance of the law, its meaning, is relevant beyond the animal world, and that's very fascinating. Very good stuff. And we have to remember that. So when somebody is talking about like, no, I'm not going to do it for free, but yeah, I don't know. Here's the other thing, as the body of Christ, and as I talk about with you guys in group preference, we should be extremely generous with each other as much as we possibly can. So there's a lot of things that I'm going to have to start selling, because each day gets closer and closer to my financial cliff. So have to figure things out. And I'll tell you, even though I'm straight up chilling, it is a trepidatious thing to think about living away from the different comforts that you get used to. You know, even the mere nature that I can be in this room right now, and there's a dining room / entrance to our house, and where my kids do their homeschooling, so they've got 2 desks in there. So it's a multi-purpose entrance room, and then their bedrooms. So they could hear me talk right now. I know that they can hear me talk, because it's a really quiet house, and I'm not even talking very loud. I'm not even projecting. I'm not necessarily whispering, but I'm talking about as low as I can, while believing that you can still hear me, because I can see myself on the little thing, whatever it's called, the meter. That's the word I was looking for. So I can see that I'm going all the way up to 5 green dots out of 6. So I know you guys can hear me. So hey, Formal, I glad to see you here. I know, and it wasn't just Owen Benjamin that was streaming. It was Sing Along Bear, and then Johnny Avanti, and Steven Crowder, and there's a lot of entertainment options right now. I get it, and I'm not here necessarily to. And I mean, I guess Fox Day was, but there's no way he still is. So Steven. Stephen Ignoramus is streaming right now. Owen Benjamin is streaming. Faith Goldie is streaming. No More News is streaming. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a whole lot. Looks like Sing Along Bear is done. She just finished a few minutes ago. But yeah, Faith Goldie. And Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin has over 4,000 people watching him right now. Stephen Ignoramus apparently is doing an interview, from what it looks like. So it looks like he's having fun. And then we've got, Adam Green doing the Alex Jones and Michelle Bachmann, something or other. I don't know much about it, but I'm really tired of the news. I know that much. I am tired of the news. So I came here to hang out, and I don't really want to talk about a lot of these things. Not that they can't be good topics, Some of them could be good topics. How much people need to learn and hear about Easter worship. What's the relevance of all that? You speak correct, Christ that is. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, JM. Well, that's good to hear. And hey, Intoxicating, I'm glad you're here. I bet she did. She's, here's the thing. Here's the thing about what we, as Christians specifically, really enjoy. We really enjoy other people that want to love God and prove it. It's so encouraging because we have tough days. But it is so encouraging. And that's why I think that the testimony I did that I shared with you guys the other day is something that could be really big and important. Bigger than chicken soup for the soul, but not as financially profitable. Does that make sense? And by bigger, I mean obviously more important and more redeeming for the body of Christ. Whereas chicken soup for the soul can be read by an atheist, and they like it just as much as anybody else. It wasn't always like that. I don't think that originally it was like that, but maybe it was always like that. I don't know. I got you, man. Well, drive safe, and I'm guessing you're no longer driving, so that's cool. Well, a couple more of you are here. I was showing folks all the necklaces that my wife has made. I can show you. I don't want to go through all of them all over again, but I can show you some of them. Get a clear view there. This one she's named Galaxy, and it's my personal favorite. So anyway, my wife has made a bunch of these, and she's named them really clever, apt names. I'll show two more. Just so you guys can see. This one she's named 7 Days a Week. I thought that was a fun name. And by the way, the spheres above the crosses actually has a metaphorical significance to an idea that I was sharing with you all the other day. That was in response to a conversation that we had. And that is, oh, I got you, Intoxicating. This idea was, hypothetically, if there were other planets, Jesus could have visited many other planets. Jesus could have died for other creations of God. He could have redeemed many other people to himself. It's possible. It's not biblical. It's what you call imagination. It's not significant or relevant to us, but it's interesting, and it's within the realm of possibility. Again, the most important thing that I just said about that is it's not relevant. Therefore, there's no need to know an answer regarding that. So this is a pretty epic one. Figured I would show you guys that one. It's pretty epic. So, I mean, you see it on my black shirt here. It's angled correctly. She's got all this stuff down. It's a little, there we go. So you got to be careful because the stuff can get a little twisted. But you situate it out, and it's fine. It's all good. And it's pretty cool. And yeah, somebody mentioned Mother's Day, and I was like, oh yeah, you're smarter than me. Because I don't really concentrate on holidays very much. So it's just me. That one was called, what was that one called? So the other one was 7 Days a Week, but this one is called Tribe of Judah. So that yellow one that I just showed you, that's called Tribe of Judah. So she has fun names for all those, and she has more, but I just grabbed the ones that she had tags on because she makes them and she kind of grows partial to them. And she wears some of them. She's got probably 5 or 6 that she's made that she wears from time to time. And they're very nice, jewelry and stuff like that, especially jewelry that is pretty but isn't filled with birch gold, that you've been cheated out of your brain if you purchase it. I bought a ring for my wife, an engagement ring, but I bought one not from Jared. I bought it from somebody. It was a multi-generation. It was an antique. It was like from the 1930s, I believe, platinum, and simple, but yeah, I think that's better than buying some nonsense new thing. So anyway, I'm going to pick you up. Oh well. I don't know what that means, Gabe. I don't know what that means. You got me confused. Hopefully you can explain yourself. Because listen, I'm just straight chilling. And when somebody says that they're coming to pick me up, I wonder if I've fallen and I can't get up. That would be sad. My eyebrow, just a little itchy. My dad does. Oh. That's funny because I've seen you before. I didn't know who that was. All right, gotcha. Now I know. Very cool. All right, well. Cool. Well, anyway, the news topic that I was talking about earlier on the way home. News. It rhymes with a word. It rhymes with I don't know how many words it rhymes with, but I know it rhymes with at least one word. And I wonder if that's why everybody is addicted to the news. And by everybody, don't get offended. I know it's not everybody, but when I'm just speaking in generalities here. So, but yeah, I wonder if news has anything to do with why there's such a high correlation of addiction, or why it's addictive in the first place. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's how it. Let me bring this idea all the way around. As I set my room temperature. Mediocre beverage. That's not terrible, but it's okay. All right, so at least it doesn't have a bad aftertaste, and that's really the most important thing. All right, so here's the thing. You have addictive activities. We'll name a few. The porno industry, aka just PORN or prawn, as some people call it. You have that whole industry that is got people in a vice. No pun intended, or maybe pun is intended. So you've got that addiction. You've got the gaming industry. Let's look some numbers up. We'll actually do a little bit of math, because math is fun. I like math. Industry value. Google search results. Do you have your safe search for 97 bill? It's kind of interesting. Oh, NBA. Oh, so more than in the NFL. So more people spend money on that than NFL and NBA. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. That really does make a lot of sense. Yep. Juice, booze, lose. Booze. I forgot about booze. News, booze, and blues. Oh no, we're doing meth again. Oh boy. Canoes. Thank you for canoes. I forgot about that one. Hollywood. These numbers don't seem right. Something about these numbers not making sense. They seem so low. They seem way too low. Yeah. Probably, I mean, it said hypothetically 97 billion in 2006. And it's a combined number. And they projected in 10 years from now, 340 billion. So that was 13 years ago. It's probably 200 bill. It's probably 200. We got fightthenewdrug.org. Exactly. And then if you factor in, I mean, if you start factoring in all the aspects of it, slave trade and all that, trafficking, yeah, just tons of billions of dollars related to that. I mean, this was, I don't know what year this was, but it's saying 32 billion for just human trafficking. So anyway, a lot, probably 200 bill. So addiction. Okay, so we're going through the things of addiction. Sports revenue globally. $200 billion that could be reappropriated, redistributed. 200 billion. I mean, it's sad because that's only, what is that, $30? Basically. $30 for every person every year. So my family would get $150 a year every year if we redistributed out just that industry. I mean, there are some families that only make a couple $100 a year. It would be literally life-changing if that entire industry redistributed out, canceled, and redistributed out all that money. I know that the money's coming from somewhere and all that. And some of it's debt because people are putting stuff on their credit cards. I get it. Just chill out. I think about the details behind the details too. List of professional sport league. No, I don't care about all that. Is this gonna give me a thing? Okay, so revenue for NFL is 11 bill, MLB 8, almost 9 bill. What year is this? How old is this information? Okay, it's within the last 3 and 4 years. So let's go all the way down. Is there a total? You're not going to give me a total, are you? So, and this is in euros. So I've got to do like a conversion in my head. I mean, we're talking about how many things here? 50 different sports ranging from 20 million to 11 billion. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Probably another 50. Probably another 50 billion for sports. Drug revenue worldwide. I mean, there's a lot. Oh, math. And I math, yeah, I don't talk about meth, but math. Yeah, I love math. It's just, guys, it's disgusting right there. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So drugs put all this stuff out of the water. This is not that surprising. 100 to 110 billion for just heroin. Like heroin alone makes up more than all of the sports in the world. Just heroin. Cocaine beats heroin. Marijuana, it says 75 billion. It says 130 billion for cocaine, 60 billion for synthetic drugs. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 billion for illegal drugs. Just illegal drugs. They have a counter. They have a counter here. It's weird. See what else they have on this website, worldometers.info. Yeah, I wanted to know about healthcare industry because that's another form of drugs, obviously. So 120 billion so far this year, but about 400 billion a year. Okay, so 12 billion for public health care just today. Oh boy. Gotta be kidding me, yo. Good grief. Healthcare expenditure represents 10% of the worldwide GDP. I don't know. You wonder what portion of that 10% extends our life by even a day, on average. Money spent for obesity, we're at 500 million today. And 165 million today for just weight loss programs. It's just amazing. So here's the crazy thing too. This is worldwide information. 342 megawatts, I guess, or MWH. I think megawatts, 342 million. That's been used today. 342 million, but 2.5 trillion worth of solar energy has hit the earth. Just like we have millions times more energy hitting our earth, not doing anything. Just using it does nothing. It not using it is loss. Obviously, we can't put cover the entire surface of the planet in solar fields, but we can do more. I know that there's entropy and all that good stuff, and this got to find a better way. There's got to be a better way. Supposedly, what's that? Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. According to this, there's only 1.5 trillion. Yeah, according to this, there's 1.5 trillion barrels of oil left. So according to this, we have 44 years of oil left, according to this. 44 years, 16,123 days, just based on their math of that. They think that they have 1.5 trillion barrels of oil. I feel like that would be an estimate. And they say that there's 150,000 days to the end of coal, which is 10 times that, so 450 years for coal. And then 58,000 days to the end of natural gas, which would be about 3 times 18, 3, 48, 3.5. So what is that, 140 years, 150 years to the end of natural gas? I mean, 12 years, guys. What is AOC talking about? So let's see. Abortions, 12.8 million abortions this year. That's a worldwide number, but still. $94,000 mothers have died giving birth. 94,000. And I bet you a lot of those were in relation to that 12.8 million abortions. Why would I think that? Because the number one cause of death for pregnant mothers is abortion. 13 billion cigarettes were smoked today. And 122 billion. Yeah, how does that even make? Oh, this year. Yeah, so 122 billion on illegal drugs this year. It's crazy. It's a lot of stats. A lot of stats these guys have. Newspapers. It's weird. Video games. That's the other one that I was going to talk about as far as addiction, right? So social media is an addiction. 640 million tweets today. Blog posts, that's not really an addiction. Google searching could be 5.6 billion Google searches today. 219 billion emails sent today. There's 4.2 billion internet users on the planet, according to this. Obviously it's an estimate, but you know. And yeah, a quarter billion dollars on video games just today. Guys, it's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, 400 billion. You're talking about what would it 40 years? We could reverse the debt. Now that is a worldwide number, and everybody in the world would have to stop doing illegal drugs and contribute. But it's still insanity. Well, here's what's weird, though. According to this, $8.8 billion was spent on public education today, and only $4 billion on public military expenditure. And I don't know what that means. Public military expenditure is like we don't have stats for private military expenditure. What is private? What does that mean? I don't know what that means exactly. Almost twice as many bicycles were produced this year than cars. That's kind of cool. And 3 times as many computers as cars were produced. That's a number that seems really, really low. 196,000 is the net population growth today. And 25 million is the net population growth this year. Yeah, that's interesting. The birth to death ratio is a little over 2 to 1. Just a little over 2 to 1. We're at 7.699. So we'll hit 7.7. We're just 906. We're 906,000 away, which means 4 days. So in about 4 or 5 days, we'll be at 7.7 even. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, guys, what's going on with you? Did everybody leave? Am I completely alone here? I've just been chatting with myself. I mean, it's cool. If all of you left, I mean, it is what it is. But it appears that 4 people are here. But maybe you're listening to Owen. Should I go listen to Owen? Thing is, I can't watch my chat and Owen at the same time. I could if I did it on my computer. I could watch him, and I could be in the chat because I don't have to watch myself on my computer because I know you guys can see me. Blacksmithing stuff, that's great. My grandfather was a blacksmith. He's still alive by some miracle. He's pretty amazing and stubborn. Super stubborn. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait a second. What just happened? Oh yeah, it's a separate window. That's right. I'm like, wait, did I just close out? Excuse me. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna go hop in the chat. Yeah, I bet it is. I was just talking about that, Larry King. I was just talking about how everybody is charging for things way more than they need to. Everything costs more than it needs to. So me trying to watch Owen Benjamin while also streaming appears to be having a lot of difficulty. But it just came up. So it doesn't appear to be lagging too bad though. So here's the crazy thing. Those videos though, intoxicating. 3 to 500, yeah. Well, I don't know why you can't use an old one, but I know you need sharp edges in a lot of ways, so I get that. Blacksmithing is some hard work, but it's valuable. It's really valuable. Oh, the old ones are that much. That's wild. Well, anyway, Amazon videos of the whole $10 or a $100 flute versus a $1,500 flute or $15,000 flute, and I'm always like, no, that $100 flute is just fine. That's just fine. Yeah, there's 4,700 people watching Owen Benjamin right now, and he still has light outside. He's yelling at the screen. I can see that much. He's not smiling very much. He seems pretty angry. So I'm literally just reading his facial expressions because there's something called facial action coding system, FACS, FACS, and you can study the different muscle units and their correlation to different emotions. And I'm not an expert, but there are experts, and they can write it all out and then pretty much tell you a story based on the facial expressions. Here's one of the really fascinating things about facial expressions. Facial expressions, and when you understand the different action units and muscle groups, every human on the planet has the exact same emotion tied to the exact same action unit. So like this combination, 3-part combination of action units. So let's say it's the cheek rising slightly and the eyebrow lowering and then the corner of your lip moving. I'm just giving you an example. Like, it's goofy, I made it up. Means one thing. Well, anybody on the planet that does that same thing, it means the exact same thing. It's hardwired. It's hardwired into us. It's very, very, very fascinating. And I think that that's really cool. That's part of what got me into facial action coding system. Should I troll Owen a little bit? I'll get myself banned, won't I? I am. Well, I thought what I said was pretty funny. I said that Owen was a whole foot taller than me, and I don't stand a chance. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. So anyway, what's going on here? Sidekick Bear. Oh yeah, Sidekick Bear is back there in the corner. I see that. Yeah, and here's the thing. Steven Crowder has 10 times more subscribers than Owen, but Owen has only 25% of the viewers as Steven Crowder. So proportionately, that's mind-boggling. But then again, you could almost compare that with mine. It's the rule of numbers. Yeah, I know, but I bought a Johnson guitar, intoxicating, and Johnson guitar sells a $300 guitar. I think it was like $250, $300. sounds like no. Maybe it was 199. Maybe it was like 199. A Johnson sounds like a Martin. Really, really, really close. Very warm, very full. It was pretty much compared to a $900 Martin. It was nice. It was nice. And I've heard the 3,000. I've played a $3,000 guitar, and I'm just like, this is just, come on. It is very high, but then again, it's not that high. I mean, 5,000 to a quarter mil is 1 out of 5 out of 25. Is that how that works? No, 5 out of 250. 5 out of 250 is 1 out of 25. So 4%. So I have, hypothetically, I've got 4 people. It looks like 4 people here. Double check. 5 people. So let's say we'll just base it on 5 then. So 5 people. I don't know why this is hurting my brain. 5. Come on. Speed it up, yo. Speed it up. 5 divided by 3. We'll just go with 330. Yeah, 1.5%. So he's at, what did I say, 4%? Yeah. He's at 4%, and I'm at 1.5%. But then Steven Crowder is at a lower percent with, let's say, a higher estimate of 20K. He's got like, what is he at, 4 million? How many subscribers does Steven Crowder have now? 4% is high, obviously. Obviously, that's high. It is. He's been married for 7 years. Dude needs to have a kid. I'm telling you what. Come on, Steven. Have some kids. You're in their 30s. I mean, you can always adopt. You don't have to have your own. But get some kids, dude. Get some kids. Adopting is perfectly fine. You don't have to have biological children. All right, so 18K, but he has 3.75 basically, 3.7 million. And you should do 20K. 20. I mean, I'll do 18. I'll do 18 because that's what it still says 18. I'll do 18 divided by 3. Did I say 7? 3745. 745 equals 4/10. So half of 1%. So technically, proportionately, I have 3 times more subscriber to live viewers right now compared to Steven Crowder. But that's where proportion and that math and stuff kind of breaks down to nonsense. If you ask me, it's kind of nonsensy. It's kind of funny. I see people in the chat of Owens again because he was a flip-flopper and a liar, and it's all about money and blah blah blah. Wait, what's going on? What's going on? That was weird. No, I know. I don't need no 5,000. It's ridiculous. Play a guild and it makes you a better player. What's a guild? That's a brand? I mean, I've heard of Taylor and what's the G one? Is it Gibson? Do they only make electric? There's another acoustic guitar that admit that it wasn't on a bad, cruel. I don't know what that even means. Owen, a bad, cruel. I don't know what that means. A bad, cruel. A bit cruel? Admit that it wasn't on a bit cruel. I don't know what that means. But welcome. Well, you've been here. I'm telling you, welcome. You're still welcome. You're welcome. And you're welcome. You're welcome to be here. But yeah, it's just funny. I'm seeing these different names and I'm like, oh, that dude totally said he was never watching Owen ever again because all Owen cared about was money and that Owen was a flip-flopper. And I was just like, oh, that's hilarious. Because it is whatever. 4,700 though. It's only going up. He'll get up to 6K again. And I see some people that have visited with us, chilling. But that's what I'm doing, guys. I'm just straight up chilling. Did everybody in here see the necklaces? Do I need to show you guys the necklaces again? Are any of you interested in getting Mother's Day gift for spouse or mother? Let me know. The wife is home. She's going to see all of her necklaces missing. Or maybe not. That chat is stupid. He needs to turn slow mode on. So ridiculous. It's really crazy. So yes, no. Did everybody see the necklaces? Not getting any comments, guys. Not getting any comments. Ryan Askew. That's outside of my language. But I have an app for that, believe it or not. Let's see here. Go to this. Click moments. Click that. And then I will click dude. No, I don't want English to check. You crazy. Detect. Where's detect? There we go. Detect. No. Just this. Okay, I need to zoom in because it's only detecting the English. Somebody, you type in different language on the channel. So now I've got to do all this finagling. Okay. Here. And we'll hit done. And then I'll pull it up. Click that. We'll click that. Click that. Click that. Are you from China? Do I look like I'm from China? Serious? That's what you asked me? Wow, and then you translate it for me. Ni hao? I mean, I know what ni hao means. It means hello. It's all good. Ryan, you're not the dude that does the stuff with Gavin. That would be crazy. Because I feel like that. That's not. You're not that Ryan, are you? No, you're not that Ryan. Because there's a Ryan that does some stuff with Gavin that's hilarious. But you are a different Ryan. That likes to type in Chinese. It's interesting. Oh, well, because you know Chinese. It's cool. And you play video games. It's cool. Well, I'm just straight up chilling tonight, guys. And ni hao to you too. Or shalom. Whatever language you want to speak. I hate it when I hit that button and it won't rotate again. So I might look British. That's interesting. How many British people do this? Is that common? Let's show you this again. Make sure everybody sees it. Dun-dun-dun. That one is called Galaxy. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. And I interpreted it. I think I just tried to read it. I don't know if I interpreted it. But I've studied so many different languages. Yeah. And there's so many commonalities. That's the funny thing about polyglots. Once you get to like 15, or really once you get to like 7 or 8, you just can just pick them up. And that, as long as you're really interested in it, you can just, and they only learn like 100 phrases, and then they can have a conversation and show off. But then if you're like, I don't know, because directions is part of that, the simple vocabulary. Can you explain what philosophy means? If you ask that question to somebody that was trying to fake the language, like, hey, can you tell me how to get to the library? You can fake that. You don't have to know very much to, you go on the left, and then you take a right, and then you take a left. And that's easy. But can you explain philosophy to me, what it means? And you try to explain that in a language that you don't actually know fluently, then you're going to stumble a lot. I've watched a lot of polyglot videos. Larry King, I'll see you later. Oh, I know that. Are you from China? But I used an app for that. I can't read. I don't know any Chinese characters. They're just like, nope. I can't do that. But the American letters, I mean, I know that ni hao means hello, or how you doing. It's like a greeting that it's how they mushy mushy, you know. Ni hao. Ni hao. How you doing? It's like how you answer the phone. Mushy mushy is another one, but maybe that's a different language. I don't know. It's all good. I like Brian Regan's Shoshone. I'm trying to learn more about different cultures and the Shoshone Indians. I'm trying to learn about the Indians, sir. And the guy goes, here at the shoe shine store, or shoe shine stand. And that's a good joke. That is a good joke. That is my kind of humor. Some of my favorite. I just love that. And pretty much all of Brian Regan's humor. And obviously, it's all very repetitive. If you listen to too much of it, it's like, because they only develop so much, most of these guys. But for what he has developed, it's great. It's great. Michael Jr. is one of those guys. He builds up his stories for a long time, and the punchlines are very far and few between. He's a good storyteller, and he's got good personality, but Michael Jr.'s, he'd make a good preacher, but I don't think he makes an excellent comedian. That's not fair. You couldn't do what he does. No, I couldn't. I didn't say I could. Yeah, Brian Regan does play the fool really well. I haven't seen him in an interview, but... And then, I mean, obviously, good old Norm Macdonald. I mean, that dude's real serious. Dude, the comments. Gosh. There's so many comments, guys. It's amazing. It's big. Steven Crowder doesn't even do comments. Doesn't even do them. Oh, I wonder if that's how Ryan got here. I'm gonna troll. I'm gonna troll a little bit more. Owen won't. I'll tell you what I'm saying. Won't miss a few of you. Let's go. Why is this so slow? Leaving the stream. I'm seeing all these people that have come to my stream before. My subscribers. Owen needs to buy a Liger. He probably should. It would do numbers for his stream. Owen won't miss a few of you leaving the stream. I'm straight. Chillin' on my place. You can't say stream, can you? You can't say channel. You can't say stream. There's certain words that it'll actually like block. This is so laggy. Because 5,000 people are trying to chat at the same time. Straight chilling in my place. Who's gonna say place? I don't know, guys. Talk at Google. It's on YouTube and it's very good. I will do that because, yeah, I like Mike Birbiglia. He's pretty fun. Mike Birbiglia. I've listened to some of those different guys via Pandora. So typically I have, well, pretty much I've always had the parental guide on to just avoid certain kind of music and stuff. And I listen to comedy, and comedy's full of, garbage language. So I wound up hearing a lot of people like Mike Birbiglia and Brian Regan. And it's just kind of funny. Or not funny, but interesting. I don't know what these people are talking about. They keep on saying Dubé, Dubé, Dubé. Sounds like some people are worshiping a dude. I mean, who talks about somebody that much? Seriously? Who talks about another person that much? Just nonstop talking about a dude. It's pretty ridiculous. There's a lot of people, guys. It's a lot of people. All right, let's see what's going on here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I don't either. I hear you. How? Because it's a lot like the news. How do you give a care about any of that stuff? Because, oh, Johnny Avanti, he's there. Um, yeah, it's interesting. Savanye. Who is that? I've heard that name somewhere. Savanye. Keep on seeing that. Shalom, shalom. How about that? Oh my goodness, guys. All right, well, I think it's about time to wrap it up. If any of y'all are interested, let me know. And just leave a comment about which named necklace you might be interested in. And we could work something out. And apart from that, if you guys don't have any questions that you want to put in the chat to keep me going here, I don't want it to spiral out into the most boring nonsense ever of me just commenting on somebody else's stream while I stream. That's kind of that's not what I want to do at all. So let's not do that. But the news. I'll tell you what, guys, the news. Don't do it. That's interesting. The Rebel Media has 1.2 million. That's so weird. There's so many people that are subscribed to the same people. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow. That is such a fruitless conversation, guys. I mean, by all means, go watch the guy, but oh my gosh, wow. Good old Ed Bassmaster released a video yesterday. He does a Craigslist video again, and that's how he started off. I think that was one of his first videos, was the Craigslist prank. So that's fun. I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out, guys. How to really lower the outgoing money and increase the incoming money. Yeah. So we're working on that, obviously. Ooh, little headache. I have only watched one or two things with Faith Goldie, so I'm not really sure about that either. Seems to be a conservative, obviously, but I don't know. Also seems to be new. I'll use the word new. Like a regular reporter in a lot of ways. And by that I mean not necessarily, this is not synonymous with, I'm trying to say this in the kindest way, might not be well prepared for the realm of politics, because that seems to be the interest. But oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I get you. Alrighty. Well, I don't see any questions, guys. But thanks for hanging out. I don't know if we're down to just intoxicating. It's the only person here. It still says 5. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a good old intoxicating masculinity being the only one. And I'm like, come on, guys. Come on. But it's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Why do I have that? Close that. Open. We'll go over here. All righty. Oh, William, I didn't know you were here, man. That's cool. Welcome. Anybody have any questions? William, did you get to see the necklaces? I'm going to keep showing off Galaxy. The beautiful Galaxy. Why is it not focusing? Come on. It won't focus. It's only wanting to focus on me. Whatever. You get the point. It's really pretty. It's all blurry. Can't get it to focus. This one was called Warm Cider. And there's a bunch more. And you can scroll back to the beginning of the video and check it out. No. Nothing. Nothing related to religion, except for the one of them is this one. It's called 7 Days a Week. It's pretty. It's nice. Rebel media seems to be doing a pretty good job. But it's all sensationalism. And I don't think any news could even be what we hoped it to be. And that's probably because we have different hopes. So as far as I'm concerned, no Etsy channel right now, because the 11 cents is just too much. So I just showed the things on here, and you guys can comment, and I'll get in touch with you if you want to buy one. So it was like in the first 10 minutes of the video, maybe 5 minutes in, 10 minutes in. All you have to do is scroll through and see me getting up and showing you different necklaces, and I tell you the name, and then you just put the name in the comment. It's pretty simple. We'll work it out. But yeah, I don't know. I've looked at different news things, and it's just hard to find any of the ones to take seriously. That's why I like watching channels like What Do You Meme? WHADDO, then the word U, and then MEME with 2 question marks. I watch that guy's channel a lot. I watch Sunday Cool Teas at Bassmaster. A bunch of RV stuff now. I watch Tucker Carlson videos every now and then. Who else? Who else do I watch? I watch Michael Knowles every now and then. He's the only one that I really care to listen to. Some of the other ones just kind of get on my nerves. But I like Michael Knowles okay. And then, who else here? Oh, Brandon Tatum. I listen to Brandon Tatum, even the stuff I don't care about, because Brandon Tatum's a lot of fun to listen to. So I listen to Brandon Tatum, and I'm just scrolling through seeing, and I never do it from my computer, but you can see a lot more. How to build a shed all by yourself. Okay, that's cool. Well, what else? Just like going through all my subscriptions, I guess. Apologia. I just started listening to some of their stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, it's really good. I've been building a playlist for religious study, and you can see that on my channel, and I added a really good video from them. Let's see. Vintage Space is a channel that I watch from time to time. Pretty interesting. If you know it, you know it. If you don't, you don't. I watch Alex Woofy Bear almost every video that he drops because it's music. I'm all kinds into that music. Living Waters with good old Ray Comfort. He is an excellent. He's the best street preacher I've ever seen. No offense, Angela Bowman or Angie Bowman. No offense, Preacher Bear's wife, but Ray Comfort is the man. Just saying. He does a great job. And yeah. And there's some other ones. And it changes from time to time. Some more. And I watch Anomaly 1 out of 10 videos. And usually about 20%. But he says some good stuff from time to time. And Flava Flav, you know, I've got to watch all of his stuff. And I just throw stuff like that in there just to see if you're listening. And if you want to leave a comment about what I just said, then leave a comment about what I just said. And if you don't know who that is, then woe to you for not knowing Big Clock Necklace Man. Suck it. Interesting. Or Sukkos or whatever. Feast of the Tabernacles. Interesting. All right, what's going on? Yeah, I said Flava Flav. What's up? Yeah, boy. What's going on, Boingo? Oh, I got you. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's whatever. I just take what I can that is good, and then I just throw the rest into the fire, basically. And then every now and then I listen to old music. I listened to the soundtrack of Shadowrun, the SNES game, and somebody revamped the entire soundtrack from the original Super Nintendo game. And it was really good. And I was like, wow. I don't know how they did that, but however they did that, they did an excellent job. It was very cool. So, and then pretty much the only CHH rapper that I follow all of his stuff would be KB. That's a lot. I've got so many subscriptions. Bigby, I haven't seen you around in a long time. What's up, man? Public Enemy in 2007. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I haven't been to too many concerts. I went to some when I was younger in college and high school and stuff. I got to see Benjamin Gate before. I guess it was one of my first Christian concerts that I went to was the Benjamin Gate, and who else was there? It's who I actually went there for. Benjamin Gate was like a backup for him. I think it was no, I know it was. It was Earthsuit. Yeah. It was an Earthsuit show with the Benjamin Gate as an opener. And they had one other band, but I can't remember the name. And it was in like Lawrenceville, Georgia. And then the singer or one of the main people in the Benjamin Gate died not shortly thereafter. Horrible. I don't know that there's been a Christian band that has made music as good as them ever. No offense, Intoxicating Masculinity, but Really, really, really good music, guys. Just really good music. I'm just trying to. That's just dead. I can't. I'm just gonna kill that tab. All right, what's going on? Glad to see you guys bear around. Yep, thank you. Go to bed, man. You got that. I know it's pretty long commute. Yeah, and I'm gonna go to bed real soon, probably in 10 minutes. Close it out. We'll close it out. Oh, Owen ended his stream. How long did it last? Oh, about an hour and 49. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so he's done. Everyone, please. To me. I just spelled subscribe SU85CRBE. Because what's funny is if you say subscribe, and they probably filter that out too, because, you know, I'm sure they factor that in too. But when you chat and you say certain words in chat, it gets filtered out as spam, because it is spam. Boy. All right, let me look at this. Let me look at these. Send me off the grid for a couple weeks. Yeah. Offense taken. Mercy me? Okay. I'm not going to knock them. Yeah, I got to meet Audio Adrenaline. I knew, dude, Will McGinnis, the bass player for Audio Adrenaline, named his son Satchmo. I mean, they're so strange. I mean, I'm not criticizing. They're hilarious. But anyway, it's just hilarious. Buscribe. That's not a bad idea. Oh gosh, I'm gonna type that in. Buscribe. Buscribe to me. Oh gosh. It's like that Harvard thing. I love Buscribe. That is great. That is so good. 2. I'm gonna put the number 3. Me. No. I'm such a ridiculous person sometimes, guys. Prescribe. Yeah, it says prescribe 3 me, but me is with a bunch of 3s, and then now with a bunch of W's. Whoa. Oh boy. That's so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. No, they were really cool. When I met them, they were really cool people. But Will was really down to earth, and we got some backstage passes time to time. It was fun. Are we going to do a vid together? Yeah, Big B. I mean, let me know a topic, and we can do that sometime. Dude, you made some videos that were like on the verge of reminding me of Salad Fingers. The way that your art worked, and just the mood of your video just really reminded me of some Salad Fingers. I don't know if you know who that is, but and that's not an offensive thing. It's just there's a certain level of darkness, and I'm not saying that is bad, just interesting. Keep in mind, I watched. It was in college, but I watched all of Salad Fingers. You can't unsee. You can't unsee it. No, Salad Fingers is disturbing. From the early 2000s. Psychologically disturbing, not visually per se. but creepy. It was back when the internet was still, so new, and when you could really, really, really still get creeped out, officially creeped out. Yeah. Now people are so desensitized. It's like it's whatever. I don't know what in the world these guys are talking about. But the chat is much lower. I can't tell how many people are there, but the earth is Yeshua, name Yahweh salvation. Oh boy. No. Yeah. You don't want to watch it before bedtime. Seriously, it's psychologically disturbing. And thinking back, I really don't know why. Okay, so why people watch horror movies that I wasn't interested in. That was my alternative. The best answers. Matt Pat talks about being an adult dealing with child abuse. Salad fingers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, basically, best answers, if you're familiar. If you're familiar with it, that makes sense. And I assumed that it had to do with a coping mechanism, much like the rapper NF, as he uses his music as a form of coping with his past. So these guys. Anyway, all right. Well, I didn't see any questions, but let me double check how many of you are here. See the number. Got 8 people. So I'm going to re-show you. I'm going to go ahead and quickly go through these necklaces. And if you're interested in one, please comment after the video is over, preferably, or email me, or group me, or whatever. And if you want to email me, you can just email me at yeah, that's fine. You can email me at operationbabylandlord@gmail.com. But here's the necklaces that my wife makes. Here's the first one. It is called Warm Cider. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. All right, here's this one. This is my favorite. It's called Galaxy. Very pretty. Again, it's one I like the most. Let's grab the next one. This one is called 7 Days a Week. I don't know. She really likes this one. But anyway. This one is a little bit more elegant, or just large. It's called Tribe of Judah. Tribe of Judah. A lot of them have a little something special on the neck. So, pretty cool. Let's see. This one is called Great Lengths, and it's extra long. And they all have this. The big ones have this special neck part that makes it very fancy for the neck part too. And then, so that was Great Lengths. And then this one is called Seascape. Nice colors, little baby seashells. And then this one, a little bit more like a choker, real tight and small. It's called Fishy. So that last one was called Fishy. So yeah, they're yeah, thank you. Intoxicating. My wife makes them, and she can make more, but those are for sale as well. See. Alrighty, just checking out the comments, guys. She's pretty talented. Proverbs 31, you got it. Yeah, Rastas, they sure do. Yeah, Boingo Bear. You're not the only one that liked that one. But Galaxy is my favorite. And maybe it's just really hard to see on the stream. But there's like a crackled there's a crackled appearance to some of those pieces. And it's just really, really pretty. She has done bracelets. I was trying to get it to focus, but it's not focusing. I don't know. But I set the 25 for the small ones and 35 for the big ones. So I think we were gonna say okay. Just email me. Email me which ones you want, and if there's duplicates, if there's duplicate requests, then she'll make new ones. So let me see. It was so for the Tribe of Judah 135, for the Great Lengths 35, for I think the Galaxy one is 35, and then 25 for the rest of them. Just scroll up, Bigby, because what a flavor. Could you imagine a cross that was like, you'd need like a big old, that'd be so ridiculous. So irreverent. All right. I've got to head to bed, y'all. But yeah, so Galaxy and the Tribe of Judah and the Great Lengths 35, the rest of them 25. Only to friends, because I had told her like higher numbers, but we were looking. We had like stopped in some novelty shops and stuff like that to see if she might be able to consign them or something like that, but it's kind of a nightmare to consign. Alrighty. Us. I'm just trolling on Owen's chat. I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. I said ascribe to my Kahennel bears. so ridiculous, guys. I'm just being goofy. It happens. It does happen from time to time. I'm out of there. I left that chat. It is time to go to bed. Time to say goodbye. If you're interested in a thing, then email me, leave a comment. Yeah, I know. Carrying your cross. I thought about that too. It's operationbabylandlord@gmail.com is just the easiest way to email me, but otherwise you can leave a comment. And you know that you probably know my email address. I just don't say it for the spam monsters. But if you have PayPal'd me, you know my email address because you know my name, and then you know Gmail, and you know how to spell it if you know my PayPal. And there's no dots, there's no dashes, but I don't ever say it because of the spam craziness. I use many word when few word do the trick. On the way, you don't have to bus drive. There's something called the mail. So anyway, you guys have a great night. And I will see you guys in the morning. I don't know how early yet. It depends because I'm not leaving my house earlier than 5 this week, and I'm not leaving later than 7. That's the plan. So it will be any time between that. And that's Central Standard Time, for the record. We'll see what we can talk about in the morning. See what my dreams come up with for you guys. Good night.